Hey, everyone. I am super excited on this thriving Thursday. You know what I'm going to do first? Because my dad said, I don't know what this is. I'm going to put it closer. It is a microphone, Daddy. Okay, now you see, because he is one of our viewers that loves to watch these rooms. So, who am I? You know who I am. My name is Camille Jones, and you're rocking with us today on the We Got This Mind and Body page. And I am super excited to be talking with you all today with an amazing woman who was all about tuning into your Enchanted FM. What does that mean? Tuning into your Enchanted FM. Now, I don't want to spill all the beans because I'll tell you this amazing soul, Miss Cassandra, she is so passionate about helping people create their most enchanted lives. Enchanted. Oh, I'm already there and I'm already feeling that energy that she brings because she's right here with us right now. And I'm super excited because as we know, when it comes to wellness, it's not just about the fitness. It's not just about the nutrition. It's not just about the what we see with our eyes. It's also about the energy, the feeling that we are building within ourselves, that self-awareness of the greatness that is already around us. But we know with life, we tend to get distracted or there's some form of resistance. And this is where our amazing Cassandra comes into play because she's all about bringing back in that Enchanted FM. So without further ado, I'm going to bring her right up on stage and we're going to get right into this conversation. And I see people already here rocking wherever you're from. Please drop where you're tuned into because we love to see how global our message is. So I'm going to bring up Miss Cassandra. Hey.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Cassandra. I'm so excited to have this conversation with you,
Mm.
especially because of exactly what you do. First and foremost, I would love for you to introduce yourself before we get into this conversation. I love for us to have who we are first. So
Sure.
definitely, Cassandra, tell us
Yeah.
who you are, tell us one fun fact about you, and
Mm.
definitely what this conversation is going to be rocking about. Let's go.
Cool. Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for having me here, Camille. It's so awesome. Yeah, welcome everyone. My name is Cassandra Torello, and I'm an enchantment and embodiment life coach. And what that means is I help women who feel stuck, overwhelmed, depleted, burnt out, really reconnect to their body and help them recreate this enchanted life for themselves. And I love, Camille, that you said it's not only one way, it's not how we're eating, it's not how we're thinking, right? It's mind, body, energy. And I really look at this in a holistic way with my clients. And I find that when we marry all of it together, when we look at how the body is feeling, um, we can sort of discern more where the resistance is coming from, why it's there, why it's stuck, and sort of help move the energy in the body. And yeah, I just love it. I love lighting people's lives up, and that's what I get to support people through. It's not me, it's them, but I get to guide them through the process. And it's just so amazing to see women transforming week after week um, through my eyes. And yeah, one fun fact about me. I love traveling. I'm Italian background and I've been there many times. My grandparents have a house there still. So yeah, I love exploring and seeking, and I'm constantly learning and evolving and growing myself all the time. And I do the work I teach, and I'm like in it just as much as my clients are, like life is a practice. And I just feel like the better I can show up, the better I can serve. So yeah.
Exactly. And you know what I love what you said there, Cassandra, is I'll tell the audience straight up. Anybody who knows me, I keep it real with the peeps on the streets.
Mm.
When I first initially spoke with Cassandra, what I loved is I was saying, I think I had just said one little snippet of a limiting belief and how I know Cassandra is a professional and an expert at really listening and really resonating with the feeling from that person that she's speaking with is when I had said it in a nice calm face and in tone, Cassandra's like, well, this is a belief. I think it was, I forget exactly what it was, but you redirected me in less than 2.5 seconds just on my thinking
Mm.
of what is coming to me based on the words that I was saying. And when you
Mm.
said that to me, I was like, wow, she's an expert. And what I say that is a lot of
Mm.
times that people who say that they're coaches, or they say that they do mindset, or they do any type of energy, I should say more so, they will only go on a generic understanding of what energy is, just on a, like, this is what this feeling is. But you actually caught me right away
Mm.
on a one. It was just a sentence. That's why I can't even remember, because it was so little, but it was so
Yeah.
impactful because it redirected me. It had to do with my spring fling, about
Yeah.
because I just had started it, and I was like, oh,
Mhm.
I hope that people. It was so basic, and
Right,
you were
right.
like welled with the language, and I was just like, it made me, after we got off that conversation, that talk, it made me sit back into my chair, and then made me do my own self inventory, because I'm also about mindset, and I know,
Mm.
but it's also one part of my wellness, and it made me go back to doing my own activities. So I love that you
I
also
love
said that we
that.
are also, while we are
Yes.
servicing our clients, our clients are also servicing us by reminding
Mhm.
us about energy, but reminding us about that feeling we must have, and most importantly, the languages that we use. So I want to thank you for that one. And
Oh, my
yeah, so I've
pleasure.
never
That's
told you that,
so
but it really,
nice.
it was so amazing. And I love how it was so authentic. How you
Mm.
came in was so authentic. It was so calm. It was so precise to understanding. Because a lot of times people, when it comes to energy, they don't understand right away, but how you explain it and how you even present it, it is so beautiful. So in
Mhm.
saying that, when it comes to when you meet somebody initially, what do you do when they first come to you? Are you more of that listener, or are you doing the education? What is a little bit of the
Mm.
process of sorry, I should say the initial. We don't want the complete process, because if you want the complete process, you got to connect to Cassandra to get that, right?
Exactly.
So
Thanks,
I'd love to know
Camille.
how the starting points of when someone first initially comes to you.
Yeah, so I do a 30-minute session, complimentary, to see, if we're a fit, to just hold space and see what's arising in their life, and if there's a vibe between us, like if there might be. I sort of love to get them to look at where they are and where they want to go, because that's sort of where we can see, oh, I'm here, and I want this. So where am I? Like, am I moving in that direction?
Yeah.
Is this the way that, are my habits supporting me? So, the conversation can go in many different ways, but
Mhm.
to kind of see, like, what's holding you back
Yeah.
from moving forward? And yeah, for me, it will look different for every person based on, maybe catching that belief that they're saying, or it's
Mhm.
like, oh, let's just take a minute there. What does that feel like in your body, right?
Yeah.
It sort of depends on the person, and yeah, and then it moves from there depending on whatever
The
the
feeling at
client
that time.
needs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like
If
that you even said to them, like what you just said, is that you stop them and to ask them how are they feeling, because a lot of times we, especially us women, or even not even women, us as in general, growing up, have been told, oh, you shouldn't feel that way. Stop feeling this, or change your feelings. Why are you even feeling that? Stop, like, just ignore it. But instead, you're asking, how is your feeling during that time? And that is a first step of self-awareness, which I absolutely love, because a lot of people don't realize that we have to reprogram ourselves to truly understand our feelings during diverse situations, so we could better navigate our own selves and our actions. And I
yeah.
love that you did say that. And I do want to ask you now, because you're one step, like, so I tell you guys, she's a professional. She's a professional, like a trained professional. She's not one that just said, I'm going to pick up, a Mel Robbins book. I did. I love Mel Robbins. I'm just saying, sorry.
She's great.
She does, I'm not. What I'm saying is that you truly have, like, so much learning and education, such as your somatic embodied techniques. So I'd love for you to explain what that is exactly, or no, no. Again, these are little snippets, but how
Yeah.
do you use your learnings to really enhance and guide your clients to get that enchanted life?
Yeah. So somatics, basically the word comes from the Greek language soma, which means being in the body. And so
Mm,
it's really all about being in the body. So that's why, when I say, how does that feel? Like I'm using every session to help clients discern what they're saying, discern, things they say they want through the body. How does that feel always? What is the heart saying versus what the head is saying? And then embodiment is really about the feeling in the body. So again, like a lot of people say the things that they want, but they don't feel the things that they want. Everything is from the level of the mind. It's from the intellect, and it's less about the experience. So the training that I have is called the Art of Presence, and it's 44 different practices that help us to anchor into the body and use that to guide us in calming the nervous system, bringing the awareness into the body and out of the head, and letting that body and spirit guide, right? And the heart guide. Because there's a feeling in the body you can't deny the things that you want, but it's not like, oh, I need to get this done and I need to do this and I need to do that. And it's like, wait, why are we doing that? And using the body always to kind of guide the experience and get more clarity, because there's so much clarity we can, and in my own journey too, this work transformed my life. Like I'm here now because of the clarity that I had through my body, continuing to like, okay, not that way, this way. Okay, not that way, this way. Cause I'm better attuned to now what my body is saying versus what my mind is saying. And so it's really fun work. It can be challenging. And it's a practice, boy, but like, it's so rewarding to live in this space more and more and let like that lead, and also encourage the people I work with to like, let the body speak, let the soul speak, let the heart speak.
I love that, because I always say the body keeps the score. Like there's a book called The Body Keeps the Score too as well. And you know what I love, Cassandra? Every time, if everybody listening and watching has noticed, every time she gets into her inner feeling, she closes her eyes. She closes her eyes. And when you close your eyes and you're really focusing on that feeling and vibration, you don't have the distraction of the physical. Right. So whenever, even a practice that I do is like, sometimes I'll even put my hand here and just take those deep breaths. I'll just feel the vibration of my breath in, but my eyes are closed because I don't need the distractions, because that is how I embody. Because as I always say, there's two parts of us. There's our physical and there's our spiritual. Because we live in such a what I see, the tangible, we tend not intentionally neglect the internal, which is our intuition, everything else that we're feeling, those inner feelings that we tend to block because we're trying to keep up with the Joneses, or we're trying to conform to society's expectations. But when we truly are able to engulf our inner and align it with our exterior, our external, do we truly get to see the world exactly what you said? Once you get those alignment, it's this whole sense of harmony and peace that is built within you. And for me, that's a drug that I never want to get low off of. It's a high. It's a high.
It's a natural high.
It's a natural, exactly. Right? It's natural, it's healthy.
Like get
and
high
it is
off
something
your
that you
own
yearn.
supply.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's truly, and that's why I love that you even what you do, the somatic embodiment techniques, is it's really, and I love that you talked about the nerve system, because the nerve system is a little bit of our little indicator of a little part. I always say that our spirit, our intuition, our heart is going ping ping, because that's what zaps us, our reality, right? So I love that you brought in the fact that when you're embodying yourself, you're also embodying your nerve system, so you could calm it down, slow it down, understand it, or even feel what parts of your body are tingling depending on that feeling. Right. I love that you did say that, because there's a lot. I talk to so many diverse life coaches, so many diverse, mindset. I also, have the training in the transformational specialist, area too as well. And I find, yes, we talk about the feeling, but I love how you associate every, like the nerve mixed in. And then when you're closing your eyes, you could see that Cassandra, that what you do is not only for others, but it's something exactly we said that you're continuously doing with yourself, because we are humans that are continuously growing in life. So we have to always do that self-check. But it comes through learning, it comes through mentoring, it comes through coaching. And that's why I love what you do. And we don't take what you do lightly, because we are always on this mission to get this business flowing and going. But if the captain, which is us, isn't a sound mind or not doing what we love with our passion or with exactly what you said, that
Mm-hmm.
clarity, how
Mm-hmm.
productive are we really?
Mm-hmm.
How connected to our purpose are we? How present are we showing up? And
Mm-hmm.
most importantly, how is it make it? Is this something that's going to burn you out, or is it something that you're really striving to? And until we get
Yeah.
in tune with that, and it is a learned something that we need to get that coaching from, something that we need that mentoring from,
Yeah.
because we have so much past, habits that we don't even know we have until we get that recognition through the development of individuals like yourself, Cassandra. So I would love like sorry you like when women
I
like
love
yourself and what you
it.
do, I just love it. I
Yeah, I
love it
have so
because
many chills as you're saying different
mm,
things. Like everything you're saying really resonates with me. So I
you
love
know,
it.
you know what, Cassandra, I really want to really hound down to the audience right now. The power of self-development, the power of knowing
Mm,
thyself. I always say to people, do you really know yourself or do you only know what you see in the mirror? That's only
mhm.
what you physically see. But do you know the unseen? Do you know yourself inside out? And when you do, just like I said when we first came on here, my weeks are very busy now because I'm doing two parts of my business, but I'm still doing it with style and grace, smiling and showing up. And
Yeah.
it's not, I'm not getting burnt out. I'm not losing my haywire because I'm so excited and being driven from the passion. But I'll say
Mhm.
there's times during this journey that I'm like, oh my gosh, I have 15 people call me at once. See what Cassandra did, how she just went back and said in the feeling, in the vibration, but it comes through learning. I don't, you can't just do like
Yeah.
right now and say, oh, okay, I could do this every time. It's practice. It's
Practice.
also the
Yeah.
techniques. So just as Cassandra says, she has different techniques within her program, different activities every week where it's going to get you that one step to that next level where you eventually are going to be able to naturally find and discover your own self-awareness. And this is why I am so excited to bring you on here because I want individuals. Yes, they always see me as this fitness person and nutrition. That's the icing on the cake. The real foundation and bread and butter are practices that Cassandra does. And I know all the clients that
Mhm.
Cassandra as services are going to be ready and in that mental position to come into the things that I do within their wellness. It's not going to just be about getting summer body right or for a
Mhm.
vacation or a wedding. They're going to align their feelings and understandings of what they desire internally, and it will come out externally. That's where you get those lasting results when it comes to that physical. It starts within.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
want to say,
It
Davina, I
always
don't know if you saw
starts
that.
with
She's
me.
yes, Davina. We're loving this conversation, right? You're feeling the vibration, right?
Aw,
You're feeling it, girl. Yes, it's
I love
wonderful.
it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Davina.
So Cassandra, I we need to know how can we continue connect with you, and what are some things that are, if you have anything coming up that we definitely need to be tuned in, let us know and I'll definitely put it into the chat as well, your handles. But how can we get in
Cool.
contact with you?
Yeah. So definitely, if any of this resonated and you feel like you want to have a call with me, I'm always open to getting to know you and learning more about how this enchantment might support you. So you can
Mhm.
book an enchanted chat with me. I call them enchanted chats,
Mm.
30-minute call, enchantedchat.com. And I work with people one on one in 3-month containers. I also run a group 5-week course that's ongoing. So my next one is starting early May. But yeah, the next thing, if you want to come meet me in person, I have free tickets to the yoga show next weekend. I'm gonna have a booth
Ah.
there. And yeah, if you'd like to come out, I can also give you the link, Camille, to get a free ticket.
So that's
There's
anybody that's in the Toronto area. You
Yeah,
can
it's
meet
at the
her live,
Metro
but know that
Toronto.
all of her programs and everything else for everybody else that's not in Toronto is
It's
all
virtual.
virtual.
Yeah.
So no longer can we say that we're a product of our environments. We can't now
Yeah.
that we have this
We're
technology.
global.
We're global. The one good thing that came out of the pandemic is now we weren't able to connect in person, but we found and discovered ways that we can now connect globally So that's the, we
Mm.
see that silver lining.
It's so
So,
good.
so I
Yeah.
definitely want to put all of your links into the chat too as well, because Cassandra, it is an absolute joy to have you. Your energy is just flowing through this entire conversation.
Aw,
When you even
yeah.
say the word enchanted, I just fly right into this fairy tale land, and I just feel so at peace. And just from you
Mhm.
speaking, I know that these programs, your workshops and everything truly is changing lives, because
Mm.
just like we did in our first conversation, you changed my perspective on one little word in less than 5 minutes. And I'm a
Mhm.
professional. I am a professional, people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you
Even,
are.
yeah, because as I say, even Oprah has coaches. It doesn't matter about where you are in life. It's also great when you can also elevate and learn how to be even greater through the guidance of people that truly, genuinely want to see the greatness that they already see within you, for you to see that and let it shine so you can live that
Yeah.
enchanted life. Can you imagine? You're not even,
Mhm.
no, we're not even going to imagine. It's here. It's happening
It's
because we are
already
here
in
right
you.
now. It's
It's
already here.
already in you. I'm
It's
just
already here.
helping, women kind of
Yeah.
reconnect to that and
And
reignite.
reconnect it and
Yeah.
recognize that reconnection. Because
Yeah.
that's it. Because when you did that for me, it's like that self-awareness. But because I already understand about self-awareness, I caught it right
In a
away.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Where
the beauty of
Mhm.
coaching, is like just holding that mirror up
Yeah.
to you to say, hey, sometimes when we just have the space to be witnessed and seen and be our most vulnerable self, of saying like, hey, this is the shit that's going on for me
That's
right
right.
now. You just have somebody to say, hey, what about this?
Yeah.
I see this. And so, yeah, like you said, everybody has coaches, right? Oprah,
Yeah.
all the people who are successful in this world has somebody who's supporting them, holding that mirror for
Yeah.
them. And myself, I have coaches. So,
Yes, so do I.
you know,
And I'll tell you something about coaches, and we'll leave it at this one. Is one thing I've noticed out of, because I love reading biographies and all this kind of stuff. I go into a lot of spaces with, put yourself where you see yourself, as I like to say. So in a lot of
mm,
greater spaces too as well. And the one coach is that every one of the coaches they have some form of personal development coach always.
yeah.
They have some form of spiritual coach always, some form of energy coach always, every
Mhm.
single one of them. Again, up to Oprah Winfrey. She will just vouch for Tim's story like it's nobody's business. Everybody has
Mm,
that because they know in order for us to be productive in anything else that we do in life, we need to make sure internally is at sound and at peace and in harmonized, so we can continue to be more productive through clarity and doing it in a way where we're passionate about it, so we don't get burnt out and we allow the universe. It's not luck. You are asking of the universe. The universe gives when you put in the action and you're doing the work, it receives. And that's how that manifesting comes through. And you learn that through programs and through being in spaces and places such as where Cassandra is. So
mm,
definitely do not take what we've said lightly, and let's start taking action on building up that enchanted life. Connect with Cassandra. She's at enchantedchat.com.
yeah.
Enchantedchat.com. 30 minutes of her time. She's not even saying it's going to cost anything. And what I love is that you want to make sure that the energy aligns. It's not just about the
Mhm,
business, it's all about the alignment too as well. So
mhm.
definitely take 30 minutes of your time, get that call with Cassandra. Enchantedchat.com. I will put it also in the comments afterwards, and start right here right now to
Mm.
build on that enchanted life. Get that foot out that quicksand and take that step. Let's go.
Yes. I'm so grateful for you. I just love your energy,
Yeah,
and this has been so much fun. Thank you, Camille.
absolutely,
You
Cassandra. And I
are a
look
joy.
forward to having you again on doing
Mhm.
a live, an audio, a smoke signal. I'm going to come and do some yoga, as long as my kids are not interrupting me, because they tend to interrupt me with their activities. I definitely, definitely, definitely. I love that you're always giving
You're a
opportunities to
superpower.
show up for all of us. So I look forward
Mm.
to having this conversation again and seeing you flourish in your enchanted life.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us,
Mm.
having me, have you. All right. Bye.
Bye.